Lauren, how did you get where you're at right now?
I grew up with my four older siblings. They all played soccer. So I tried to start ECNL as early as possible because they all helped me. I was on one team for around 6 to 7 years. And 2 years ago, I made the switch to the team I'm on now, which is Chicago Inter. Um, I feel like I have a lot of opportunities with this team. I love all the girls, I love the coaches, and I think it's fun to play at the level.
Nice, nice. Um, so, what's your weekly schedule like? You're an ECNL player. I know it's a lot of traveling. But what's your weekly schedule like? Fall, winter, and spring.
In the fall, we're usually practicing club 3 times a week. I'll do usually individual trainings 2 times a week, and then we'll usually have games almost every weekend then. And the winter will be a lot more futsal and technical things. I would say a lot more individual because our practices are 2 days a week. And spring this year for me, I'll be switching to high school. But lately, or just like in the past, I've had practice 3 times a week, and we go to different showcases.
Nice, nice. And what is the toughest part about playing ECNL?
There are a lot of ways I could answer that because I think it's tough for a lot of people traveling, getting to places. For me personally, I think that there's just so many teams, so many people, so many like different standards, different places. So I think it's good to just try to do as much as possible, and meet as many people as you can.
Nice. What advice would you give players who aspire to play ECNL? As we know, I guess you could say for the most part, ECNL is the top level for girls and women's soccer in this country. So for aspiring players who desire to be there, what advice would you give them?
I would say at a certain point in your rankings and your teams, it's okay if you're not the best all the time because the harder you work and if you're training every day, I think it makes everything easier and I think it makes everything more fun.
Fantastic, fantastic. What is one thing, or you can say more than one thing, that you think or that you would want coaches to know from a player standpoint to help improve a player-coach relationship, right? So sometimes coaches think they know certain things about players and teams, but they really are way off. So what's one thing you would want to share that would improve the relationship between coaches and players?
I think a lot of girls that I know are usually, since there's so much social media now and since we're seeing so many things, I'm seeing things about teams like across the country and girls posting all their stats. I think a lot of girls are like not comparing themselves at a team standpoint and more like across the country or across the globe. So I think it's good for coaches to check in, see where their players at and like what they want to see in their position, not just like everything, I think. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. And some advice for parents, right? So parents, what's something that you, from a player standpoint, would want parents to know? Would you say, parents, hey, stop doing this. I wish you would do more of this. Anything.
I think everyone always complains about parents on the sidelines, but I don't think my parents are that bad at that. I think
not your parents, but just in general.
In general, I think parents should keep pushing their kids and just tell them what goals they want and what measures you have to go to reach those goals.
Last couple questions here. What are your goals and aspirations as a soccer player?
My goals and aspirations are I want to play D1 in college. I want to be at a good college. I want to be a leader on the field, be confident, and do as much training as possible, I guess. I don't know.
Any other advice you would give players around the world?
Around the world?
Yeah, around the world.
Oh, gosh.
Any advice? Anything else that's on your mind?
Any advice? I don't know, just have fun. I guess it's a big part of your life, so you have to enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.